Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Aaron Maurer, and I want to welcome you to the second step, the second element of our Purposeful Play with Lego course. This month, or this step, we're going to be focusing on critical thinking. And so we spent last month taking a look at creativity, and I know last month was super crazy for a lot of you, and now hopefully you're coming back after a nice break, feeling rejuvenated, re-energized, and we know that when we head into, at least in the United States, the third quarter can be a grind. Especially here in the Midwest with weather changes. It's cold, it's nasty, kids get sick, you kind of just get cabin fever. We go long stretches now without any sort of break. And so this is a great time over these next couple months to be truly thinking about hands-on learning, purposeful play in the classroom, because we have to find ways to spice things up, to remix what isn't working as well as we would like it to. And so this is not to say that this is the magic bolt that's going to cure all, but it's all based on you taking the time to intentionally think about the thinking, the learning, the opportunities that could come with play, and obviously in our case with Lego. And so one of the things that I think is very important as we move into this next month, as we look at critical thinking, is confidence. And so on the course website, there's a whole tab full of all the research and the latest Gallup poll from about a year ago from Lego Education on confidence. And we have a huge issue. As we look at social-emotional well-being, we look at anxiety, depression in our students, in ourselves as adults, where we feel a little dysregulated. This idea of confidence is huge. How do we start to build confidence back within ourselves and our students? And so that's why we spent creativity to kick off this course, because creativity is who are we to judge what's creative. This is time for you to dive in and build, explore, and share. And I want to thank all of you that actually submitted your build designs. Some of you haven't got it started yet, and you're going to go and backfill, and you're going to do that work from creativity, and I cannot wait to see what you create. But I put together that video. Hopefully you had a chance to check it out, of all the submissions, and just really some phenomenal things. And so I need you to truly listen to this next part. It's paramount for this course to be successful for you and for everybody involved that you share. Don't judge yourself, even if it's incomplete, even if you don't think it's very good. It doesn't matter. The idea is having the confidence to share. You never know if your idea could be the trigger for someone else's new idea. And that's why we're doing it. We're not sharing to brag or to boast and be like, ooh, look how great I am. We're sharing because it's important. We're sharing because it matters. We're sharing because our sharing could be that domino effect that allows someone else to share. And the more ideas we have generating in this course with all 70 plus educators, the more powerful this is going to be. We don't need lengthy dissertations. Just a picture, a photo. That's why we're using Flipgrid. It's very easy to hit record and just talk our way through things. But the more that we share, the better we're going to be. And for those that have done that already in the last month, I thank you. And those that are continue to build the confidence and be willing to share, I thank you in advance. Because critical thinking is something that we're all trying to strive for in our classrooms, with our own children, with our own grandchildren, in our after-school programs, whatever it is that we're trying to do. And so as we get into this next thing, I want you to remember this as well. Don't stress. If you didn't get through everything in December in the creativity, it's fine. If you don't get through everything in this month, it's fine. The course isn't going anywhere. It's just a guide. It's just to give you lots of things to think about, lots of podcasts and resources and build challenges for you to explore yourself. You need to do the work. And so these build challenges for critical thinking are generic because we have such a wider range of people in this course, which it just brings the expertise level full circle and really powerful. And so as we take a look at building a marble maze, you might be thinking, well, how does that work in my elementary classroom? It may not, but how could you create something similar to make it work with the standards and things that you're teaching? But you need to do the marble maze, because what you're going to realize is, oh my goodness, so much critical thinking is required to actually pull off a marble maze. It's not as easy as it looks. You look at them online, maybe you've seen them on Pinterest, you're like, that's kind of neat. But try building one yourself. With a candy dispenser. That is another one. That was probably the biggest bang for our buck in the course when we ran it back in April. So those are just some things for you to think about. And the most important build challenge is the one where you create your own. Find something online, test it, use it, share it with us. Let us know how it works so that we can use it. And the more resources we gather, the better off we're going to be. Think about it. If all 70 of you shared a new idea for this month, that's 70 ideas that you would have in your library of ideas that you could turn around and use and remix and things like that. And that's where the power comes into play. And so as I think about this and we get moving into this course, it's all about experimenting. Get your barriers in your brain out of the way. You can't mess things up. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of Lego. You just take a brick off and put a new brick on. So be it. But let's really, really dive in. Let's have some robust conversations in Facebook or on Twitter or wherever it is that you're going to be landing to make those things happen. I've restructured this page. In the email you're going to be receiving, I've put together a whole entire calendar. It's just a suggested calendar. Some of you like that. And so I've kind of broken it down by the podcast you should listen to early on. This Alicia Bridges is phenomenal. She works at the only, I think, certified Lego school in the United States, and they use Lego for every subject area tied to content and standards. You need to listen to that episode because it's so, so good. And then we'll also talk with Liam. He's an actual Lego learning designer. Like, this is the guy that does this for a living. So we talk about constraints and things like that. It's so good. And then we've got the challenges throughout the month for you to kind of think about and experiment with. But remember, you can create your own calendar, your own system, your own structure. It's just a suggestion because I know some of you like that. And the last but not least, as you're going through, feel free to reach out for help. Ask questions. Create your own conversations. And the more livelier we are, the better off we're going to be. And so this month's all about critical thinking. We'll be checking in. I will be more intentional, being more active this month than I was last month. So I apologize for being a little quiet on there, but I didn't want to bombard you with tons of things all the time and make you feel like it's overwhelming. But I'm going to be more present in the day-to-day operations going this way out. So welcome to Critical Thinking. I cannot wait to see what you create, what you design, what you share, what you implement. And you know what? It's already January 1st. So let's get rocking and rolling, my friends, and let's kick some butt in the month of January. Peace.